Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammadin Ashrafil Mursaleen wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. So inshallah today we will try and conclude what is more like a primer on justive particles. Just particles that make our mudharic lightest or jazim. Okay. So what did we do last week? Yeah, we said that we have words that affect two verbs, yes, like in and isma. Yeah, these are halves. Like in tuzakir tanja. And we have isms, yes, that also affect two verbs. Man, ma, mahma, which we find in the Quran. Yes, and all of this will, for those who are rational, meaning thinking subjects, yes, and non-thinking subjects or irrational. If you can, non-rational, irrational sounds not quite right. Non-rational subjects, yes. So man, ma, mahma. Then we are going to do tonight about things that look like question words. Yes, aina, haisuma, anna. That should be a shadda there. And this goes back to being relates to places, yeah, locations. And then we have, of course, mata, ayana. Yeah, ayana, if it's a question word, it occurs in the Quran. It's normally about big things that we talk about. Big things like the Day of Judgment. You know, things that are really of great importance. Ayana, when we look at it as a question word proper. Then this, of course, goes back to time. Yeah, mata ayana is all when, and this is all where, and this is who, and these are what. Okay. Then we have I. Yes, I is also in some cases question isim as well. Yes, and it is applicable to both cases of rational and non-rational. Okay, subjects, and of course, because it's an isim, it will have different places, you know? And we will see how it will behave. It can be a muqtada, it can be a maf'ul bihi, yes. It can also be an isim majrur, depending on where it is in the sentence. Okay, then we said what was a conditional sentence. We know this, yes. We have two main parts, the fi'l shart and the jawabu shart. Yes, and both of them will become majzum or fi mahali jazm depending on the adatu shart that you use. Yes, and it can occur with both mudariq and madin, both present tense and past tense. So we had examples of this, which I've already shown you before in the previous slide. This is some examples from the Quran. Yes, وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ, we've dropped the ya, so this has become lighters. Yaj'al, we have the sukun here. So we have here the fi'il shart and the jawabu shart with man. So, and whoever fears Allah, He will make for him a way out. This is in the Surah Al-Talaq, yes. And وَمَا تَفْعَلُ مِنْ خَيْرٍ يَعْلَمْهُمُ اللَّهُ. Sorry. يَعْلَمْهُ اللَّهُ. Yes, subhanallah. Yes, so in this case, whatever good, now we're talking about the action of doing good. So this is ma. Allah will know it. Yeah, يَعْلَمَهُ اللَّهُ. He will know it. Now, so let's continue with the other ones that we saw just now. Mahma. Here's just a normal example. Yes, whatever you do of good, like we showed before in the previous slide, Allah knows it. And from the Quran, we have one, but it doesn't have a jawabu shart. Yes, it only has an isim shart, and it has only ta'tina. Yeah, ta'tina, and there's no jawab. And they said, no matter what sign you bring us with which to bewitch us, we will not be believers in you. Yeah, we will not be believers in you. Okay. Mata, when. Here it shows time. And we have a standard example. You'll see this in most of the Nahu books. Yes, mata tazahab, azahab ma'ak. Yes, whenever you go, I will go with you. Yeah. And then ayana, here again, um, for zaman, same thing. You just put in the same word. You put in the same word, and the meaning is still the same. Whenever you go, I go with you. Yeah. So there is this condition of you waiting for that someone to go, and whenever he goes, you will go with him. Yeah. So that's the condition that needs to be met. Very simple example here. Then we have lil makan. This is of course places. So instead of when, it becomes wherever. Okay. So here in this case, aina tusafir, usafir ma'ak. Wherever you travel, I travel with you. Yeah, it doesn't matter where you go as long as you're doing the traveling. I will go wherever you go. Yeah, so that's the condition there. Now, sometimes you see that it has a ma attached to it. Yes, it has a ma attached to it. So in this case, yes, we still have this as your zarf. Yes, your zarf makan. And of course it's fi mahali nasab because it's a zarf. But ma is here more for tawkid. It's an addition. It doesn't mean what. Okay, it doesn't mean what. It's just there for emphasis. Okay, so in this case, as you see, أينما تكونوا يدرككم الموت. Yes, this is from Surah An-Nisa. This is from Surah An-Nisa, from the Quran. Yes, and you see both of it being in this case the fi'l shad is a lightest. Yes, yudrikkum. Yes, yudrik. Yes, here's also your second lightest, and the meaning here is wherever you are, death will overtake you. Yes, Yudarik is actually family for Darakah. Yes, and it means to overtake. Or if it is family one, Daraka is to reach. Yeah, but in this case, when it's family four, it becomes you exceed the person. Not only do you reach, you overtake the person. Yes, so that's there. And in this case, we're talking about death. Okay, Anna. This is the same as aina. Yes, it's also makan. Same thing, you just replace it. You just replace it with ana. And haisuma, you can take the same sentence and put haisuma in it. And it will still mean the same thing, inshallah. Yes, haisuma tazhab, azhab, ma'a. Wherever you go, I will go. Now we come to I. Yes, I. And we said that I is the only short word, yes, the only conditional word that is not mabni. Yeah, all the rest were isims, but they were mabni. In the case of I, it's not. It's mu'arab. Yeah, so it's always a mudaf. When it is a mudaf with a missing mudaf ilay, when you drop the mudaf ilay, it becomes it takes on a tanwin. Yeah, it takes on a tanwin. This is something that you will normally see with a word that is normally a mudaf. Yes, when you have a missing mudaf ilay, it will take back its tanwin. It's no longer light. So here, it's used for rational, the rational. So in this case, because it's a student, yes, so it's someone who can think. We say here, ayu talibin, bin because it's mudaf ilay, yuzakir yanja. Yes, so here any student who studies will succeed, or whichever student who studies will succeed. We put any because it's a better translation. Yes, but the meaning is that. Okay, for غير akil, sorry, used for the non-rational. So this is a book. Yes, it doesn't have any mind. It's a thing. Kitab. So here, ayya kitabin takrak akrak. What do you think the translation is here, Sister Fatima?
Um, if you, mm, yeah, kitab.
Yeah,
If you read the book, whichever
whichever.
book you read, I will read.
Yes, excellent. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, so whichever book you read, I will read. Good. Alhamdulillah. See, sometimes you just need a little bit of help and proof, everything comes in. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Now here, I'm just going to show you how we use it when we talk about time and place. So yawmin is here time, of course. Whichever day you study, I will study. And obviously this person is going around following this other person and doing whatever he's doing. Yeah. And in here, the mudaf ilay, yawm, it has the meaning of time. Yes, day. And in the case of makan, of course, makanin is place. Yes, so the mudaf ilay here is something that has the meaning of place. Yeah, whichever place you go, I will go with you. Just repeating what we saw before. Now the different types, the different erupts of I we saw just now, ayya and ayu. Yes, but we also have other. We also have the third one, the majrur. So let's see the first two that we saw. This is marfu. So when it's ayu, of course, this would be your mubtada. It's marfu. Yeah. And when it's mansub, it's usually taken to be the mansub muqaddam of whatever verb that's going on here. Yeah, whatever action is taking place here. In majrur, you can have this case where the harf of jar is before it. Yeah, so here again, we have isim majrur wa alamatu jarihi al kasra wa huwa isim shart. Yeah, that's the different erupts that you can have for I depending on its position in the sentence. We saw just now, yeah, when we saw the ma, remember the ma that was Zaid? We can also have this with I. Yes, we can also have this with I. And as we said before, it's not the mudaf ilay, it's just Zaidah and it's there for emphasis. So we have from the Quran, أيما الأجلين قضيت فلا عدوان علي. Yeah, this is Nabi Musa, if I'm not mistaken, alayhi salam, when we're talking about the time when Shu'aib married his daughter to him, yeah, and he was given a choice of time, whether he wants to stay so many number of years or so many number of years, and he said this. Yes, so whichever the terms I complete, it's no injustice to me. No, it's not a problem for me. Now, please note, I've highlighted this far here, which we're going to talk about in a while. Okay, this far. So, but first, just know that this ma is not what. Yes, it's just there to emphasize. And we have another example here in Suratul Isra. Yes, ayyan. Now, this is a case where the mudaf ilay is dropped. Yeah, and that's why it takes on the fatha time. Yeah, so tad'u falahul asma'ul husna. We're talking about the names of Allah. Whichever name you call, to him belong the best names. Yeah. So let's look at this fa. So this fa is what we call Arabita. I'm sure you've heard of it. Another name that some you see in the other Iraq books, it's waqi'ah. It shows that Rabita is shows that this fa is linked to a condition, and waqi'ah shows you that this is where the jawab is for that condition. Okay, that's the two different interpretations of the title of this fa. Okay, but whatever it is, where you see it, that's where the jawab is. Mm. So how do we use it in the jawab? Um, iktirana. That's when it appears together with the jawab. Yes, it basically appears together with the jawab. That's what it means by iktirana. And I had a piece of poetry before when we were trying to remember uh, when a fa is sababiyah. I think this was in the Friday class, if I'm not mistaken. But now, for the first time, for our Wednesday class, we have this piece of, well, it's not really poetry, it's just a ditty that you just make your tongue roll and it will just follow. Yeah, ismiyatun talibiyatun wa bijamidin wa bima waqad wa bilan wa bitanfis. Now, tanfis, a tanfis is actually like a name for two things that shows the future. The letter sin, yes, the letter sin, and the word saufa. Yes, so the two of them together are called a tanfis. Yeah, tanfis. So ismiyatun, you can just guess, yes, when it occurs. This fa will occur when you have the jawab as a jumla ismiyah, or a talabiyah, meaning there is some sort of request, a sentence that has in the form of a request. Bijamid, this is when we appear with a fi'il jamid. Now, what are fi'il jamids? We'll see in a while. And when it starts with a ma, this is negation, actually. This is negation. Qad is, of course, emphasis. Yes, tahaqi, something is very true. Lan is also negation. Tanfis, as we said, sin and salfa. Okay, let's see. I think this is, yeah, let me, can't remember which ma this is, because ma can be many things. Yeah. So here, like I said, iktiran means to come together. Yeah, when fa and jabushat comes together. So here's an example when it's in a jumla ismiyah. Yes, wa in yamsaska bi khairin fa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. Huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir is jumla ismiyah. Yeah, mubtada and khabar. So, and if he touches you with good, then he's over all things competent. Yes, this is from the Quran again. And here is what we can call waqi'ah or rabita. Same thing. Waqi'ah, it shows you that this is the location of the jawab. Rabita, it says that what comes after this is linked to the shart. Yes, what's linked to the shart. Okay, the talbiyah in jumla fi'liyah usually because it's an action. فعلها طلب بي. فعلها طلب بي. Its fi'il is a talab. Yeah, فاتبعوني, follow. That is something that someone is requesting you to follow him. Yes. So say, O Muhammad, if you should love Allah, then follow me. Yes. So there is in our shart, our half shart. Yes, so the fa is there because this is a talab. Yes, it's a request. Then follow me. Yeah, then you have to have the fa. Okay. Now, when you come with, when the fi'il is jamid. So what do we mean by jamid? Laisa is one. That is jamid. Yes, and whoever of you does that has nothing with Allah, and whoever of you does that has nothing with Allah. So kind of odd. So that's why we need to have the fa there. Yes, we won't know. Laisa min Allahi fi shay. Yes. Any questions so far? No. Okay. Here again, yes, we see because of in this is lightest. Then we have fa asa rabbi ayyutiyani. Yes. So here again, we have asa. Asa is also another fi'il jamid. Yeah. So although you see me less than you in wealth and children, yes, this is the poorer of the two people. The one of whom had two gardens. Remember, the richer one had two gardens, and our friend had not much not much wealth as the other one. Yeah. It may be that my Lord will give me something better than your garden, he says. Yes. And he did. So here, the usual four that you will find, yeah, in the Quran: Laisa, Asa, Bi'sa, and Nim. No. Yeah. So this is something that you will see. I'm just showing some examples.
Sorry,
Yes, Sister Bashira. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Sorry, so the new class, which
Mhm.
what are they for?
They're called fi'lun jamid. Yes, meaning that's the only form that you will see them in. They're not like other fi'ils where you know when you add doers and
Oh,
not
okay.
yeah, that is always in this form. Well, they do have some sort of like Lisa as Lysat, things like that, right? But the others normally in the past tense. Yeah, always in the past tense form. You also have isim jamid, you know that, yes, isims jamid that is also doesn't come from anywhere. It's not derived from anything, and nothing is derived from it. So we also have isim jamid, but we also have fi'lu jamid. Now here, ma, lan, and la we saw just now in our little piece of poetry. Yeah, so yaf'alu, yeah, ma has made it lighter, so we know this is conditional. Falan, lan is our negation. Yes, this is ma that is isim shart. This is ma that is negation. Yeah, two things. So, and whatever good they do, never will it be removed from them. Never. Yeah, lan is a strong negation. So, wa illam taf'al fama balagta risalata. Yes, here is ma as in negation. And if you do not, and also there's a negation, then you have not conveyed his message. Yeah? So this is in Suratul Ma'idah. And here with la. So when you see conditional and there's la, there's ma and lan, you must have our friend fa. Yes, that's the correct way of writing your shart. And whatever Allah grants to people of mercy, none can withhold it. Yeah? No one can withhold it. Then qad, tahqiq. Yeah? When the jumla starts with qad. The jumla here meaning the answer, yeah, to your shart. Yeah, so in yasriq faqad saraka ahullahu min qabl. This is from Yusuf. If he steals, a brother of his has stolen before. Oh, that's like saying something, because this was from his, I think his other brothers, yeah, different mothers. So they were, I think they found something in Benjamin's bag, if I'm not mistaken, and they are saying that if he stole, then well, we know because his other brother Yusuf stole also as well. Yeah, so this is what this one is all about. Then we talk about tanfis. Yeah, when the jawab starts with a sin or sulfur. Yes, here we go. Man. Yeah, man is one of our isim shart. Yes, takankif. This one, of course, is lightest. And here is your jawabu. Yes. And this is fasayah shuruhum. Yes, this is a future thing. Yeah, sayah shuruhum. Let's see what the translation. And whoever disdains his worship and is arrogant, yastakbir, he will gather them jami'an to himself all together. So this is gathering, this is the first gather, this is the together part, yeah, hum ilahi. So we have another fa. Yaf'al fasawfa yadlihi, yeah, yadlihi naran. And whoever does that in aggression and in injustice, yes, udwanan zulman, yes, so aggression, injustice, then we will sawfa nuslihi naran. We will drive him into the fire. We will drive him into the fire. Okay. All right. Now we get to the other part. We've finished the Shartiya, and we've also finished our, before Shartiya, what did we do? We did the Qasam, yes, the oath. if you remember. So now these notes I'm going to show you now is a kind of like a combination of both have things that make your fi'l mudhari light and things that make your fi'l mudhari lightest. Yes, nasab as well as jazm. So I did not talk much about aw and waw ma'iyah, but we went through sababiyah quite a lot. Yes. So whatever rules apply to fa sababiyah will also apply to aw and waw ma'iyah. So this is to differentiate aw and waw that is atfin, yeah, the harfu atfin. Waw ma'iyah, harf ata bima'na ma'a, yes. So it's still an atfin, but it also makes your fi'il mansub, yeah, ashahada. So I do not read while I watch TV. Yes, but it has the meaning of with while ma'a with, yeah. And then we have aw. Yes, here adraka. This is with the meaning of reach, achieve. Yes, something like that. Anything difficult, I'll make it easy. Now, things that are difficult, sa'ba is actually sa'bun is to mean something that is difficult. Yes, so here's sa'ba. Yes, why? Because this is maf'ul bihi. So astashilan is actually an emphasis, la and nun shadda. Yes, la and this one only appears when you have emphasis in your jawab. Yep. So anything difficult, I will make it easy until I reach my dreams. Here has the meaning of ila an, yes, until. Although we use aw, we don't say or. Yes, we don't say or here either. Oh, sorry, this one has the meaning of unless. Yes, this is also another form of emphasis. La'aqtulannal kafira. Ra, not it has, sorry, I'm not talking about this one. I'm talking about this one being mansub. This one is maf'ul. This is also maf'ul. This is become, instead of adraku, it's adraka. Yuslimu, it's yuslima. Yes, so the aw has made it nasab. This is just emphasis. I will fight against the disbeliever unless he becomes Muslim. Yeah, la aqtulanna is you will definitely fight against the disbeliever unless he becomes Muslim. So this is the other meaning. Illa an, yeah, unless. Okay, I'm going to talk about something called lamu jawab. Lamu jawab. Oh dear, hold on. Okay, sorry, I was on mute. Okay, what I'm trying to explain here is it might not make sense at the moment, yes, because I'm trying to cover as much as I can before we start doing sentences. Okay, so this might not seem in sequence because la astashilanna is not a jawabu shart here. Yes, because this is we're talking about half nasab. Yes, so we're talking about au adraka. Au is making adraku nasab. Yes, au is making yuslimu nasab. Yeah. So this is different a bit because I'm adding to what we have done before. Yeah. So don't get this confused with the shart. Yeah. Now the next one, this next few slides, we're going to talk about a jawab. Yes. Now we're talking about conditional. So this refers to a past and uncompleted condition that cannot be undone. Yes, because it's in the past. We know lao, yes, we know lao is something that does not make the jawab lightest because lao is ghair amil. We went through the whole list of harfs that made the jawabu shart lightest. Yes, we saw it just now on this slide. Remember, I'll just show you again on this slide. All of this makes the fi'l shart as well as the jawabu shart lightest. What I'm looking at now is not that. I'm looking at another half that we can use to make a conditional sentence, yes, but it does not make the jawab light, yes, lightest. So here is lao. It's ghair amil. Yes, ghair amil. We know we have two types of halves, the one with governance and the one with non-governance, and this one is the one with non-governance. Okay, so there are three types of lam. So we can see the wealth of this language. Yeah, so this lam can represent so many things. So la zahaba. Had Allah willed, yeah, walau sha'allahu, yeah, He would have taken away their hearing and their sight. Yeah, la zahaba bisam'ihim wa absarihim. He can destroy us anytime if he wanted to, but he does not. We do so many things that are wrong in this world now. Yes, but remember, he kind of made a promise to our Nabi that he's not going to annihilate us as he did the others. Yeah, so we have time to make amends, and has given us that time. لو جئتني أمسي لأعطيتك كتابا. Yes, so this is another example. If you had come yesterday, I would have given you the book. أمسي is yesterday. Yeah, لأعطيتك لأعطيتك is I would have given you the book. You, the book. Yeah. لو سمعت هذه القصة لبكيت. لبكيت, you know, this is to cry. So this is your other lam. This is your lam. This is your lam. Lam of jawab. Had you heard the story, you would have cried. Okay. Now I'll show you something from the Quran. Yeah. ولو آمن أهل الكتاب لكان خيرا لهم. Yeah. La again. This is lam jawab. Had the people of the book believed, it would be better for them. It would have been better for them. Yeah. So these are all answers to a condition. Yeah, a condition. But not in the where you have any changes to your mudaric or of that sort. Yeah, and you use them also with madin. Now then, the second half of condition that doesn't change things. Yeah, rai al-amil is laula. We see this as well in the Quran. Yes. Now this one, I'm just going to show you to you. You may not understand what's going on because this is one of the cases where a masdar is being used as a fi'il. We haven't covered this there. Yeah, so this is an kind of what I call an advanced concept in grammar. Yes, so don't worry your head too much about this. Yes, but just take it at face value. Yes, and if Allah did not check one set of people by means of another set, bima'at, yes, the world would have been full of mischief. Yeah? La fasadatil ardu. So there is the lam that shows your jawab. Yeah. So here, like I said, this is your mubtada, yes, but it is actually behaving like a fi'il. Okay. So that's why this one is, how do you say, how to say, it's understood as the maf'ul bihi lil masdar. Masdar here is your daf'un. Yeah, if your daf'un. So just look at it. We'll go through this later, not now, because we need to look at the other different types of isms that can behave like a fi'il. Then we will understand this better, inshallah. So here's another one. La shamsu lahaqtil ard. Yeah, but for the sun, the earth would be destroyed. Okay, so this is your laula. Now, then we come back to our qasam. We left our shart. Yeah, we're going back to qasam because there's a few interesting things I want to share with you. Now, look at this sentence. It says, if the jawab is in the present tense and affirmative, meaning it's something positive, doesn't have any negation in it, then the jawab takes a lam, our lam. Yes. So, for example, wallahi, this is qasam. Wa here is your waw qasam, not your adfin, not waw ma'iyah, because it's changing Allah to majrur. Wallahi, we know this. This is qasam because this is majrur. La ahibbuka, I love you. Okay. Then wallahi la azunnuhu sadiqa. Yes, by Allah, I think he is telling the truth. Yes, he's not lying. Wallahi la akrahu, I hate him. By Allah. Yes, so all of this are positive. I love, he's telling the truth. I hate him. Well, I mean, it's not a negative, this is not a positive feeling, but this is a definite hate. Yeah, it's not a negation. So it's still that, and then you have this lam here. Okay, so you will translate it in this way. Okay, now if the jawab is in the future tense and affirmative, then the jawab takes the lam and noon. So what do we mean by this? It's like this. Wallahi la usafiranna ghadan. Yeah, by Allah, I will travel tomorrow. Yeah, so then you would have this lam and your what we call the heavy noon, sakila. Yes, sakila. So wallahi la usafiranna ghada. So if I have this here, wallahi aqtuluka. Sister Bashira, how would you translate this? Can you talk at the moment or are you listening?
Oh,
Wallahi
um,
aqtuluka. Of course, aqtulu is
by
to
Allah,
kill. Mm-hmm.
I will kill you.
Okay. By Allah, I will kill him. Okay. Back to our drawing board. Here we go. We said here, right, that if you have uh, lam and noon, yes, if you have lam and noon, then you understand this answer to be future tense and affirmative. When it takes lam, you understand it to be present tense and affirmative. Yes, this is when you have the lam and nun shadda. But when you look at this one, does it have a lam?
No?
It doesn't have lam and nun shadda either, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So actually, believe it or not, what you're saying here is, by Allah, I will not kill
Oh,
you. Ah, yeah, I
are
will
you
not
sure?
kill you. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, so by Allah, I will not kill you. Yeah, so subhanallah. So remember this, for the sentence to be in future tense and affirmative, that means you will kill him, the jawab must have lam and nun. Otherwise, you can take it as negative. Yeah. So we see this here. Wallahi la aqtulannaka, then You will kill him. Yeah. Not, it is the same as having this, but this one has been dropped. Yes, this one has been dropped. The negation la is not necessary because you don't have lam and you don't have lam. You don't have either lam or lam with nun shadda. Yeah, the verb itself indicates it's negative. Aqatuluka. So from the Quran, just examples of what can take place. Yes, here. فَبِإِزَّتِكَ لَأُغْوِيَنَّهُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ. I swear by your might. Yes, here, what is being used to swear? Be. Yes, this is the bar of oath. Yeah, bar. بِإِزَّتِكَ لَأُغْوِيَنَّهُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ. Yeah, the be qasam is used here. Then here, remember, Allah, the word lafzul jalallah, is the only word that you can use ta with. Yes, there was an exception that I mentioned, which was the owner of the Kaaba. Yes, sometimes they also use that with ta when they swear, but rarely. Normally, it's just Allah. And here again, la akidanna, la akidanna, just to show that it is something affirmative and it's being emphasized. Yeah, I swear by Allah, I will plot a plan against your idols. Yeah, in this case. So here, ta is used for swearing. And here in this case, just to reiterate, repeat again, this la and in. Yeah, this is something else we will also learn in the future. La and in. La was what again? What was la again here? Sister Bashira, could you help me out? What is la here? And in. This la is used for what? What were we talking about? About qasam, right? This is qasam. La, in. In is shart. We saw that. In is shart. La is for oath. So la in ukhriju. When we have a combination like this of both a qasam as well as an oath, what comes first? If it was a condition first and then oath, then the jawab would be a jawabu shart. But in this case, it's not. Yes, what came first was the qasam, so the jawab is now jawabu qasam. Yeah, so we have here la yukhrijuna, la yukhrijuna. What did we say just now? If we don't have an affirmative answer, let's go back to this again. Where is the slide? Nope, not this one. Not this one either. I've lost my slide. Yes, yeah. If the jawab is in the present tense and affirmative, then the jawab takes a lam. If the jawab is sorry. Yes, Sister
Does this
Bashira.
happen in all cases? These
Just
rules,
for
do
the
they
qasam.
happen in all the time?
For the qasam? For the qasam? Yes, yeah. For the jawab qasam. In the case of the
just
oath.
for just for oath. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
okay. Jawab for the oath.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's like this all the time.
For the qasam, yes. That's why when we
Okay.
saw the wallahi just now, we know for sure it's actually not kill you. Because we're looking at the qasam. We're looking at the qasam. So here now, we're looking at both qasam and shart. This last example. We're both looking at both qasam and shart. Yes, because in is shart. Lam is qasam. La in ukhriju la yahrujuna. Yeah, there is a negation here. There is a negation here. So there is no need for emphasis. Yeah, there is no emphasis in jawab because there is a negation. If it had been affirmative, then you have to add your lam for the for the other lam. Remember this lam? So many lams here. That's why I was so worried that you end up getting confused. And you know this lam, yeah, this is for in the jawab, and it's meant there to affirm something. Yeah, just like this lam and the nun shadda is to affirm something. Yeah, but in this case, because there is la negation, you don't need any affirmation because there is no emphasis. Yeah, there is no emphasis in jawab because there is negation. Yeah, in these two cases, although there is shad and kasum. Hmm? So this is what I wanted to point out to you. Okay, so any questions? I think that's all I think the brain can take for now, because we covered quite a lot of material there, frankly speaking. And I hope please make dua that we'll be able to understand it clearer when we do it in sentence form. When we look at it when we start building sentences. Yeah, in this case we're just looking at examples. So sometimes it doesn't hit you yet until you try and make the sentences, and then you will see the significance of what we are trying to cover here. Yeah, inshallah. So any questions from both of you? No? Sister Bashira, you okay? Okay, so all right.
Yes.
Okay, alhamdulillah. So like I said, the other thing that we need to understand was the one about the masdar being used as a fi'il. Yeah, I think that one was something that we need to also work our way around to. Yeah, inshallah. Okay then. Subhanallah wa bihamdik. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Take care everyone.